Hello, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Today we're not going to be fighting any bosses, but I am going to show off where I've been grinding, basically, to get souls. I've found a couple of places that have been really nice. I actually found one just before recording this video, so yeah. Latest video I made was the one with Pontiff Sylvan, or whatever his name is. But let's go at them from the beginning. These are going to be fairly early on places. So let's start with the tower on the wall. Right, here we are, High Wall of Lothric. This was the very first place I started grinding at. This grind spot is pretty nice. You got that soldier there, he's the primary target, but we're gonna get to him. We're gonna, however, get this guy first, because otherwise he's just gonna attack us from behind. He'll probably take 2 hits or something if you're fairly early in the game. And we wait for him to go down, because that way we can take on these guys with no real issue. Of course the dragon is spinning, which is annoying. Then we kill this guy. And these two are the ones that I feel generally there's like the most risk that they will interfere with the fight. So then we just stand here and wait for him to come back. There he is. Now this is how I got the armor set that I'm wearing. It's not super easy, but it's a pretty good place to start, like, practicing. It gives you some good practice as well against the knight, and allows you to get a bit better at the game, I feel like. Of course, my weapons are my character's level 60, so obviously I would kill them pretty quickly. You can go down here as well, just for the extra souls. But ultimately, if you just want the armor set and some quick souls, then you don't really need to go down here as well. Like I said, enemies, you never really want to be like too complacent. You want to always be on your guard, no matter how low level the enemies are. So we'll just heal up. Right, so I grinded here until I beat Vort. And upon beating Vort, you unlock a new bonfire where he was. And that's where we're going next. To Vort of the Boreal Valley. This place is going to be a bit better than this place, so... Right, here we are. So this is where we fight Vort, and you want to kill him. And then you will unlock this place, which is really, really nice for farming souls. First off, we have these two. They're not the main core, so to speak, but they do give some souls, and they're not that hard to deal with. You just want to wait until they hit you with your shield up. And there's a guy up to the left. Be careful of him. Now, I one-shot these guys, but I think they take like 2 or 3 hits if you're high level, or well, if you're low level. Then you want to trigger this knight. You want to bring him down here because you don't want to face both knights at once. Then you want to fight him. Fighting these knights in the stairs is usually better, at least when they have the swords. These knights are better on flat ground. Though they can still be tricky, especially this guy, because he loves his freaking shield. Oh, I have the sound on. I think we have echoing sound, but I think that's fine, to be honest. Just be right back a second. There we go. Right, so then we have this guy up here. He's the 3rd knight we can kill. He's another normal knight, so he's not that bad. He does shield a lot, but not as much as the spear knight. They're usually not that bad, to be honest, the normal knights. Once you fought a couple of them, kill them. And once you get a even higher level, it's not even going to be an issue. I just heal there because I wanted to top off my health to trigger my ability. Then we have this knight up here, who I highly recommend that you at least try to kill once. But if you can't do it, then, I mean, it's not a big deal. I think he drops like a ring if you kill him. Worst case scenario, wait until you're a bit stronger. but he is pretty strong. He is definitely stronger than the other knight. And he doesn't really drop anything other than what they drop, so it's kind of fine. But if you can get him, I highly recommend it. Though he is very strong. And like you saw there, he dropped a normal Lothric Knight armor. Next up, we're gonna head on over to the right here. Now that we've cleared out the square here. We're gonna head up here. We're going through there, but first we're gonna take care of this guy so he doesn't shoot at us. And we don't need his friend stabbing us in the back either. Did they drop anything? Nope. They can all drop some pretty neat stuff, so it's good. This guy can drop his halberd. I have 2 of them. They're pretty cool. I've never used them, but at some point it would be cool if I could. If you can get the back attack on these guys, that's pretty good. You really don't want to get stuck with that. I have a lot of health and a lot of defense, so I didn't take that much damage. We got another Winged Knight halberd. Nice. Don't forget this guy. He's worth a little bit of souls as well. And then, of course, that guy is going to stand up there and be obnoxious. But who cares? This was the best grinding spot for quite a while, in my opinion. Like, from here on, there isn't going to be that much of a good grinding spot for a little while. You're going to have to beat a couple of bosses before you get to the next good grinding spot. But there is one grind spot that I would love to mention at the very least. It's not necessarily great for souls, but you can get the machete there. Let's just see here. At the Undead Settlement, the dilapidated bridge, you just spawn there, you walk like straight forward and there's a guy there, kill him, and then go back to the bonfire to heal up. He has a chance to drop the machete. A lot of people use it. Like I said, it's not necessarily a great place to farm for souls. Yeah. So I'm just going to move on to the next place instead, which I think is here, which is pretty far ahead. Like, we're skipping a lot of bonfires because they're not that good to grind by. But the Fuskeep perimeter is by far the best one in the Road of Sacrifices. So we're heading there. Right, and here we are in Fuskeep. Now you have 2 options here. You can go forward like here and trigger the Dark Knights that are over there to the left. They're still very strong. I'm not sure I can take both of them at once. I could probably take one of them. They are very RNG heavy. If you're lucky, they will go up there and fight those enemies one-on-one, in which case one of them can get really hurt, which would help your cause a lot. But if not, you can just let them go there, kill all those enemies, and you'll get the souls for every enemy they kill. They're really strong, like I said, so they usually just clean out all the enemies. Killing them does yield their armor, which I honestly am not sure how good it is. See, they actually just 2-shot most of these enemies. And some of them they even 1-shot. But yeah, you can get some free souls like this, just easy peasy. If you're doing something else, when they're done, they usually just go up to the door there and stop, so they don't come back. So you can just stand there for a little while, go back to the bonfire, reset everything, and get some more souls. It's a free passive way to grind. It's probably the only passive place in the game. It's not super easy to exploit if you want to do it casually, but hey, you can do it. Then there's these guys. You can get them from the behind. 3 or 4 hits usually take care of them. My old sword had to do 4 hits. This one does it in 3, I think. So you just kill these guys. You don't want to alert them. Easy peasy. You can stop here. You get a bit over 1,000 souls for getting those 3. But if you want to, you can continue. And if you do, you can go through here. You can trigger this guy. A real jerk. He's actually pretty tough. He can be a bit unpredictable. But I mean, I killed this guy the first time I got here, so they're by far not impossible. They're usually better if you're just a bit more aggressive, which I wasn't. Then of course you can get this guy, free souls more or less. And you can go all the way up there. There's another one of those guys hiding there to the left, and there are a couple more of those bugs. They're not that bad. It's kind of a detour, but you know, you can do it. And then of course there is this knight. He's really tough. I'm not gonna fight him because the next place that we have two similar knights. And again, like, yeah, he's pretty tough. But again, you can farm him for his armor and his great sword. But yeah, that's about it for this place. You just run back, reset. It's fairly safe to get back your souls. Like, you're usually gonna be able to get them back. Most of these places are based on, you know, like most of these places that I find, I feel like, okay, can we get our souls back if we die? And then I investigate, and it's like, okay, yes, we can. You can go to Deacons of the Deep. There are a couple of well, not hard. There are a couple of enemies outside that can drop some good stuff. If you just get out and go back in, it's not an amazing place for souls, but you can get some neat gear by farming there. There really is no great spot to grind in the catacombs. Some of the skeleton enemies can drop some nice materials for upgrading weapons, so I do recommend grinding there. But if you're gonna, just going to the Abyss Watchers and just going down into the catacombs is probably the better choice. Now, the next spot that I have been using to grind is Central Erithil. Right, in Erithil of the Boreal Valley. Now, this place is pretty neat. It's pretty easy to grind from. I haven't explored the entirety of Erithil yet, but I've gotten most of it, I think. So here we go. We have these guys. They're pretty creepy. You want to trigger this guy who's walking out there. You want to trigger him. You want to run. It's a bit laggy, but, you know, it happens. You just want to ignore that ghost. You want to fight them down here, because if you do, first of all, you won't trigger the other ghosts that are up there. And second of all, you can easily get back your souls in case you die. So it's super easy. Good place to grind. You get some good stuff from this. You can get some nice drops as well. Like I said, you get a lot of souls. You don't really want to trigger that guy yet, if you can help it. If you can't trigger him without triggering the guy to the right that we can't see right now, it's fine. But usually you do want to trigger the guy to the right first, because he's easier to trigger. Here we go. Come on then. Here we go. He's seen me. Now he's throwing stuff at me. And again, you want to do the same thing. You want to just trigger him. Lure him down here. And then just kill him. Which is easier said than done, but still. Which is why we fight down here, because in case we die, we get our souls back. Holy crap, would you please stop attacking? There we go. They can be a bit tricky, like I said. They're very fast and dodge a lot. Now, the last one is a bit different, though. The last one has a shield, so he will shield like crazy. He does very little other than shielding and attacking. So what you want to do here is you want to exploit a move, which is the move where he throws stuff. This move, yeah. Oh crap, I didn't... Yeah, there we go. I was still able to exploit it. Getting behind him. Again, he hits like a truck. You really want to exploit his slow move, this move. Here we go. Wait, there we go. Easy peasy. If you get the timing right. Then we can go up here. We can continue. This is a bit of a detour. But you can get some weapons and a little bit of souls by going up here as well. And it's relatively safe because these guys are super slow. You don't want to fight those guys because those guys are really rough. And you don't want to lose your souls up here, because that means you have to fight all of these to get your souls back. And that's one of the best grinding spots. And allow me to show you the last one, the latest one that I found. It's actually pretty neat. It's kind of tricky, but it's not that tricky. This one is probably the hardest one, I have to admit. I've unlocked these, but I haven't found any good places to grind there. So, Anor Londo, you need to beat Pontiff Sylveon to get to here. So this place is very similar to the old one. As you can see, I have the door open. That's because I went around and went through a whole bunch of stuff and I got the door open. You want to fight this guy, but again, you don't want to fight him up there because there's another knight. And you don't want to go 2-on-1 with these guys. It's not good. This guy is the hardest fight here, in my opinion, because of his spear. You can dual wield. I think you have a bit of a better chance to... yeah, you don't want to get hit by those. You want to try to dodge that. Oh crap, here comes the other guy. Why is he here? I think I was too close to the stairs. He is turning though, so that's fine. He doesn't care about our fight. I don't know how he managed to defend there. But a lot of his attacks are fairly wide, so you can kind of utilize that against him. Large Titanite Shard, easy peasy. You get a lot of Titanite from these guys. I think they can drop their armor, which is really cool. And we want to fight this guy as well. We want to get his souls. Come on. We want to fight him in the stairs. Because again, somehow, for some reason, it's really good. We want to fight him pretty far down though. It's just better to fight them in the stairs most of the time. It's really weird. I think the AI just can't handle the stairs all that well. So that's a good plan. And this guy has the easier hit to dodge and stuff. Granted, he is killing me as I'm saying that, but still. It still applies. Just need one more. There we go. And they drop stuff fairly regularly, so this is a really good place to grind for Titanite. And once we've got those two, which honestly we can stop right here and just go back to the bonfire, but there is this guy as well. He has red eyes, so he's a bit trickier. He's got a bit more attack and stuff, and defense and health. Overall better stats. And I think he drops relatively the same stuff as the other two. But again, he's just not that bad compared to like other guys. Like you see, I mean, he's dealing a lot of damage, but I'm still kind of winning. Kind of. Just want to defend, no, not defend, but dodge and hit. It's like Donkey says. Once you realize that it's all about dodge and hit, then you realize the game ain't shit. Perfect timing. And that's about it. There's a free item down here if it's your first time here. And I think that's probably the entire grinding route, really. It's not that big. You can go in here and get some kills, but you risk running into the huge spider thing, which I haven't managed to beat yet. And again, there are more enemies in there, so if you beat the spider thing, I think it's a one-time thing, so once it dies, it stays dead. I'm gonna have a little victory sip. And as you can see, we get a lot of souls, we get a lot of materials. And these are basically the places I've been using to grind recently. Well, throughout my playthrough so far. Most of them are pretty early game. I think this one's more like mid-game? We'll see. But yeah, these are all pretty good places to grind. I have 35,000 souls. I did have some when I started. I'll try to count together all of the souls I get while editing the video, but yeah. That's for fun. That's what I've been doing, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope it helped. Helped you find a way to grind more efficiently, and I hope you liked one of these spots. Most of them are just about killing enemies that give good armor and a lot of souls, and you know, that are close to bonfires. So that's about it. And yeah, so for now, thanks for watching, and like I said, adios.